Hi everybody and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Hope you guys are having a good day. Here's the daily update, of course. Hex.com, let's go. Hex a day, number 705, as we head towards Hex's second birthday, 2nd December 2021. It's going to be fun. And what's that, day 731? So going to be fun. And check out my video I did on that party, and Richard Hart's going to be there. It's going to be pretty amazing. I'm sure there'll be some big announcements as well and nice prize giveaways. All right, so what have we got here? The 6th of November 2021, the 24-hour snapshot at 18.8 cents, down 10.3% cents there. And wow, we also have some bots playing around on there as well. But that's a pretty decent day on there. And of course, heading in support. That's the support line, back on the support line. Last time it dipped down there to 18.6 cents. Now we've actually hit the support line 18.8, but the actual real number was just under 18, about 17 point something. We'll check that out in the chart in a second anyway. So there we are, return hitting support line. And return on investment multiplied from all-time low now, which is the 5th of this January 2020, is 3,330x, excluding staking, of course, which is way higher. Payout per T-share 5.75, pretty much exactly on average, and a T-share price 3,623, reflecting the 10% price decrease. T-share rate up 28.3. Man, it really does look like we're getting this parabolic rise in this T-share rate, especially during this heavy staking period or unstaking period, as it were. T-stake 19,273, so we're definitely heading towards 20,000 at a fast rate of knots. Pretty cool. A good time to pick up T-shares, man. Crazy good time. Average stake length 5.78, and of course that's still looking solid, getting longer. We like that. Annual percentage yield rate, which is interest that we get paid, which is up to 3.69%, which is about 36%, and early in-stake penalties, of course, and not a lot of those today because we're around the interest rate there, 36.89%, and that reflects just under 10%, of course, staked. It was at 9.88, I think it is. Liquidity, 147.7 million hex in the pool. Now, that seems like a lot, and it has been going up, but that's actually, and it's definitely the highest in the last 10 days. Like 10 days ago, we were down 110 million. Now we're at 147, reflecting the price lower. But actually, a whale could come in and eat this up pretty fast. And I think, like I said in my stake grab, that a shark would have to eat all this up to become a shark these days. So pretty amazing. So dolphins seem to be the main place to be, but definitely cheaper to become a dolphin these days with the T-share lower. So something to think about. Liquidity pool, 26.1 million USD in there, and pretty steady actually. So don't forget that it's not just buying and selling; it's also people that provide liquidity. Liquidity in the pool is liquidity providers or LP providers. ETH in the pool 751, so that's actually a decent drop. 10 days ago that was at 849, so down almost 100 there. It was at 98. So total value locked at 11.81 billion. And of course, market cap 107.7 billion. T-share 39.94 billion is the T-shares. That's the T-shares here. 11,023,000, up 9,000. Good to see that, of course. With lower prices, cheaper T-shares. People get in there, get in and pick up those T-shares. Obviously, we're on support at the moment. People are going to see whether we move sideways from there, bounce from there, or if we capitulate down to like an 85% correction down around that 10 to 12 cent mark. So we'll see what happens there as well. We may not quite hit that, of course. We could just hit 14, 15 cents, but we'll see how that plays out. We're at this turning point at the moment on the price. We'll check that in a second. Total supply 635.7 billion. Minted inflation 33.2 million. And of course, it's quite a heavy day compared to all the other days. And of course, that's people with the stakes coming out, of course, and stuff like that. So circulating supply 572.9 572.9 billion, sorry, and most of that's in the Origin wallet. Circulating supply increase in Hex 17.5 million, and of course that's been pretty heavy all the way through here. Like I say, we have had quite a few candles. Sometimes people don't instantly take those out too. They have to in stake their stakes as well. So a bit of that going on. Timing's not exactly perfect. Supply at Hex stakes 62.8 billion is staked, up 15.7. Nice. So this is what I'm talking about. Get staked, get those T-shares. Very cool. Stake supply, we'll move past the GA numbers as always. 9.88% staked, of course, and that's where we get about 36% APY. If we obviously the payout to stakers 63.5 million there, sorry, and the penalties not completely low, but on a low day still. Not as low as these 100k ones, but 483,000 hex is paid to stakers, and total holders 379 million. Nice. Sorry, 379 million. 379,000 up 345. That's another good day. This is just ticking along nicely with the holders, right? So that's great. And stakers, of course, could need a bit of a pump, but that's probably just reflecting the price there, but doesn't necessarily reflect the volumes of stakers. Like, you know, one of these stakers might be a big whale or something, you know, like that, or shark or dolphin or something. So just got to take that into account. So numbers can be a bit misleading. Total stakers up 102 to 86,657, and current holders 265,321, up 184. So that's the daily stats, folks. Let's jump over to nox.com and check out the old market cap. Global market cap 2.92 trillion, and pretty much even on that. Bitcoin at 61,500, and Ethereum sitting at 4,500. Now, one notable, of course, is Binance, which has been on a tear, and it's moved into third spot, pushing Hex down one spot. Of course, Hex going down, Binance going up, and it's been on a tear the last couple of days, and it's up 3%. And of course, number 4 sitting here, Hex at 18.1 cents in real time. And of course, this is hot off the press. It's only about 15 minutes old. The snapshot was. So down 13.4% on the 24-hour, and down at support level. And boy, that's it's got a hold there really. So we can either move sideways and then start moving up. That's pretty much it. All right, so let's quick look at the old price chart. This is from the price predictions that we've been doing weekly, and you can see that we at the 200-day is the green, is the yellow. Sorry, we hit that. It was pretty much 18.3 cents. Today we've had quite a big red candle, and we also have some bots in there as well. We're doing some big bot trades. They do impact the wicks. But the low here, 17.5 cents, and the high 20.6 cents. And so we're really testing the support here. We've got the support here along here, this whole purple line, and that's where we're at. So this is a crucial point here. It really is a crucial point. And we must hold this in terms of trying to avoid a further decrease. So also let's pull this up a little bit. You already see we're tracking pretty much down towards the trend line as expected, but we need to get this some pulse chain news around here. Testnet might help as well when that actually goes live. I'm not sure if that's actually live yet. I haven't seen any announcement about that. And this here line will be dependent on that. Otherwise, we'll have to translate this line over. It's just the way it goes. It's really predicate on pulse chain. Obviously, some whales could move the price earlier, and that may happen. I mean, we've already seen one whale indicate that, but we haven't seen a lot of buying at 20 cents from that whale that I can tell. So don't seem that they backed up their words with actions that is obvious. They may have done some buying, but it doesn't seem like they've defended the 20-cent line at this stage, does it? So we'll just see. Maybe they'll decide on this candle. Maybe they'll decide maybe it's time to defend the price. We'll find out in the next day. All right, so that's pretty much that. And of course, this is our long-term trend line here with the dash line. We're still away from that. And if we get there by the 15th, say 16th, that would be 13.7 cents. Otherwise, our next defend line is down here. Let's just get the old ruler out here. I'm just doing a quick price update here. And let's say, so at the moment, we're pretty much down about 68%. So still in that sort of second phase. But if we go to the next phase, down to, what have we got here? We've got the defend line here, the support here at 15.5 cents. Then we really are going back down to here, which is an 82% correction. That would be down to 10 cents, just below 10 cents. Probably get a little spike there too, the old bots, and then bounce. So obviously that's going to be way cheaper if you're going to get T-shares and pick up Hex there, but it may not get there. We're just going to have to wait and see. This is crucial right where we are now, and we'll find out how we get on there. All right, so let's jump over to the charts at the moment. And of course, we've got liquidity here, 50.3% in V3 USD and 37.6% in V2. So what's that? 88.6% in that. All right, so current T-share is at 3,500 at the moment, and still up 5,600 from the all-time low, which used to be 60 cents, if you recall that. Pretty amazing, right? And that's based on a price 18.3 cents. We can see obviously still got the pullback, still got the price pullback here. That's looking definitely up across the support line. So really doesn't want to break that. Otherwise, we're talking about down to 15 cents and even down to this 10 to 12 cent mark. All right, so we'll watch that with close eyes over the next day. Share rate, of course, up and to the right, starting to go parabolic. I do believe this looks like it's starting to go parabolic. This is fundamental. This means you're going to be more hex per T-share, regardless of the hex price. So that's going to be interesting to watch that. That's definitely looking different. All right, so the T-share daily payout per T-share is moving along as well. This kind of rise here is actually kind of nice offset for any price volatility too, and bodes well for the price in the future. Interesting stuff going on there. All right, so hopefully that's good, and of course adoption. Our blue chart is up and to the right, but it's just slowed down at the moment in interesting times. All right, so let's jump back to the staking, and we're going to go check this out. Let's go to dashboard. We're going to look at the 15-year view. We've been looking at the four monthly view. We're going to look at the 15-year view with the full candles coming out. Scroll right to the bottom of the overview page, and we've got the full 15 years. So if you want to edit the time frame, just hit it over here and customize the time range. You can update that. And of course, here is our well, that's the end of November, so we actually might get rid of the last month, but you can see last month was pretty high, right? So we've got a lot of those stuff been coming out, increasing circulating supply and that sort of thing. So let's do now, and let's do now and set time. Yeah, that's cool, and we'll update that. Bam. All right, so hopefully that update. Yeah, there we are. So we should have we've still got the 30th November in there. We've got November there, 29th, and how'd that go there? Let me double check that. Show the dates. Now the 15 years. Okay, well, it looks like it's done all right. All right, so we've got this candle coming up. Obviously, November that we've got 4.3 billion hex expiring stakes. Accumulated T-shares 595,000 T-shares expiring. So we've still got this month to get past. But then, as you can see in the future, it's looking much better. And whatever stuff that's come out before is either restaked or short staked. So it's going to change the profile inevitably as time goes ahead. And these candles should start getting smaller and smaller. Even if we get a front wave sort of moving this way, the wave will get smaller and smaller over time with the shear rate rising, especially if it's getting that parabolic rise. So pretty interesting stuff. And we'll probably start getting stakes more in here as well. People, as time goes on, we're coming up to your birthday. It really starts, the project starts to get really that kudos behind it. And plus Pulse Chain coming. It's going to be pretty cool. Now, talking about Pulse Chain, I'm pretty bullish, of course, that's still coming out earlier. And of course, you might have seen Hexologist talking about the Richard Hart's tweet about his birth date, and maybe that is another one of Richard's classic little, was it not quite a riddle, but something like that, indicating that maybe Pulse Chain will go live earlier than later, maybe on late November, or as I'm expecting, still December. With the testnet 2.0 coming out in a week or two, so that should be a short run testnet in my view. So let's hope for a while for December. I'm still feeling that's the strongest date. Here's the hex spot. Of course, we're on the 6th November here. Let's go up here. We've got a few things going on here. Actually, we had did we have a buy here? No, that's in the day before. Here we are. We had 675-day stake come out, 17 million hex. And that was 18 million hex just in stake. So this is the kind of stakes coming out at the moment. We just got to ride through it. That's the thing, folks. That's what we got to do. We did 4 hours ago. We did have a $2.6 million stake for 30 days. So well done. And that's fantastic. What's that, about 2 years? And of course, 950 T shares. Well done to them. That's what it's all about, staking and making it. Here's another one that came out 30 monthly. So you can see these are the examples of the monthly ones. Back here, we have the examples of the long. This is like the XOG, 267 days. So you've got these sort of stuff coming out in those big candles that we're talking about, these big candles at the moment. And so they're going to break up. They're going to break up, and that's exactly how they're going to look over the profile. We just had 34 minutes ago, 1.6 million hex sold, 288,000. So that has definitely impacted the price here at the moment. So you can see that. If we go to the hourly, of course, and back to this price, just as we check it up, you can see just the most of the action just happened before we had the time snap there, and we were back up at 20 cents before that. We had a little breach, that was the last breach that we had, but then we've come back down just in the last couple of hours. That's what's deteriorated the price chart and hit it down towards support line. So this is the most crucial area right now we're at, and we'll find out how we get on by tomorrow. We should know, or maybe even today. We'll find out. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a bit longer than I normally do, but hey, onwards and upwards, and man, pick up those T-shares. DCA is a good way of doing it. Obviously, you can speculate and see whether HEX will move down and break down that support. It's up to you. All right, nothing in this video is investment advice, and I hope you guys enjoy yourself today. Onwards and upwards. Subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell, and of course, I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.